Hello, and welcome to Toon Talk English, where we help you improve your English through engaging stories. Today's story is called The Café on the Corner. It's a heartwarming story about kindness, dreams, and how small moments can change a life. Let's begin. It was a rainy Tuesday morning in the city of Elmswood. The streets were wet, and people hurried along the sidewalks under colorful umbrellas. On the corner of Maple and 3rd Street sat a small, quiet cafe named the Sunbeam. The Sunbeam wasn't a famous place. It didn't have fancy coffee or modern decor, but it had something special: peace. The warm yellow light inside, the soft music, and the smell of fresh pastries made it feel like home to the few people who visited regularly. That morning, a man named Mr. Bennett walked into the Sunbeam for the first time. He was in his late 50s, with silver hair and tired eyes. He wore a dark coat and held a leather briefcase that looked older than him. He found a corner seat near the window and ordered a black coffee. He didn't speak much. He didn't smile. He just sat there, watching the rain fall outside. Lena, a young woman in her 20s, worked at the cafe. She was cheerful and always tried to make each customer feel welcome. She noticed Mr. Bennett and walked over. "Would you like anything to eat with your coffee?" she asked kindly. He looked up slowly and shook his head. "No, thank you." She smiled anyway. "All right, let me know if you change your mind." For the next 2 weeks, Mr. Bennett came to the cafe every morning at the same time. He sat in the same chair, ordered the same coffee, and stared out the window. One day, Lena brought him a blueberry muffin without asking. "It's on the house," she said. "You've been coming here every day, and I thought you might like something sweet." He looked at the muffin, then at her. Something in his eyes softened. "Thank you," he said quietly. "That's very kind." From that day forward, they began to talk. At first, it was small talk about the weather, the music playing in the cafe, the kind of coffee beans they used. Then one morning, he shared a little more. "I used to run a company," he said, "for 25 years. It was everything to me. But last year, we lost everything. Bad investments, mistakes." Lena listened without interrupting. "I lost my job, my house, my confidence. I didn't know what to do with myself. This cafe, it gave me a place to sit and think." She nodded. "Sometimes we all need a quiet place to fall apart and rebuild." He looked surprised by her words, then smiled faintly. Each day, he shared more. Stories from his past, his regrets, his dreams when he was young. And Lena shared her dreams too. "I want to open my own cafe one day," she said. "A place like this, where people feel safe." Mr. Bennett listened with interest. He asked her about her ideas, her plans, her favorite pastries to bake. Weeks turned into months. Mr. Bennett started to change. He dressed better, he smiled more. He even started helping Lena during slow hours, wiping tables, offering advice on how to manage supplies, and sharing stories about customer service. One morning, he brought a notebook. "This is for your cafe plan," he said. "Write down everything: your ideas, your budget, your goals." She was touched. "Thank you," he smiled. "It helps to see it on paper." Over the next month, they worked on it together. He taught her how to write a simple business plan. She taught him how to make the perfect cappuccino. And then, one day, Mr. Bennett didn't come. Not on Tuesday, not on Wednesday. Lena worried. On Friday, he returned. He looked different, pale, thin. "I'm sick," he said simply. "They found something. It's serious." She sat with him for a long time that day. No words, just presence. A week later, he came with an envelope. "This is for you," he said. She opened it. It was a letter. Inside was a check. This is part of what I had left. I want you to open that cafe one day. I believe in you. Tears filled her eyes. I can't take this. You can, he said, because you gave me something more valuable. You made me feel human again. That was the last day she saw him. Months passed. Lena saved every penny she earned. She used Mr. Bennett's check to start her dream. A year later, she opened her own cafe. It was called Second Chances. The cafe became a place of warmth, comfort, and stories. The walls were decorated with handwritten notes from customers, drawings from children, and small photos of the journey it took to build that space. Lena hired people who needed second chances too. A single mother trying to restart her life, a retired teacher who felt lonely, a shy teenager who needed to build confidence. The cafe became more than just a business. It became a community. On the wall, she hung a photo of a man sitting by the window, drinking black coffee. Under it, a small plaque read, "To Mr. Bennett, who reminded me that kindness is never wasted." Every Monday morning, Lena would sit in the corner seat where Mr. Bennett once sat. She'd sip her coffee, smile at the window, and remember the man who changed her life with a simple act of kindness. And sometimes, when customers asked about the photo, she would tell them the story. Not the sad parts, not the sickness, not the ending, but the beginning. The day a lonely man walked into a quiet cafe and found hope in a cup of coffee and a blueberry muffin. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Toon Talk English for more meaningful stories to help you practice listening and grow your heart. Until next time, stay kind, keep dreaming, and keep